Good morning from Prague. So I left Paris yesterday at 4 a.m. to come here. I had a flight at 6 and it was a pretty smooth flight except for the last 20 to 25 minutes where my ears started to get really sore. I know it has something to do with the pressure in the cabin, but no one else seemed to be bothered. I'm just very sensitive to that. So I'm in this country I haven't been to before. I don't understand the language. I don't even know how to read it. I literally got off the plane and said bonjour to one of the ladies at the airport, and then I thought, oh, I don't even know how to say hello here. I better look this up quickly. And now I did, so it's ahoy. So ahoy from Prague. Then I've taken a bus from the airport and then the subway, and the subway here is so quiet and peaceful and smooth, nothing like the Paris metro, which is really noisy. And coming out I discovered the city, and I thought as well that it was like really quiet, and then I realized maybe it was my ears that were still blocked from the flight. When I came into the hostel I couldn't hear the receptionist. It was like I was underwater, and it lasted for a pretty long time after that, so it was indeed because of my ears. Anyway, my first impressions on this city are that it is the cutest city ever. It seems quite small, it's very colorful, literally every building is yellow or green or pink. Even the tram is so cute. The architecture is very similar to the one in Vienna, and it's very green. There's so many parks and gardens everywhere. I'm staying in a hostel that's called Check-in Hostel, and I love the fact that there is a big common area at the entrance with a table and couches and lots of paperwork to give you ideas of where to go and what to visit in Prague. This area makes it so easy to meet people there, have a chat, maybe do a bit of work on your laptop if you like, and it's very bright as well. The main landmark here is the Charles Bridge, which is the oldest bridge in the city of Prague. It is a 16 arches UNESCO World Heritage protected site. There are 2 fortified towers on each end of the bridge and 30 statues of saints decorated. This extremely busy tourist spot is actually in a very poor technical state, ranking 6 on a scale of 7, with 7 being a danger of collapse. A renovation will start at the end of the year and should take about 20 years to complete. All of the arches will be repaired, but don't worry if you're planning on coming to Prague in the next 20 years, work will be done in a non-obtrusive way that should not interfere with the view of the bridge. I had my first lunch at a vegetarian restaurant I stumbled upon in the center. The place is called Country Life and it's a self-service restaurant, so help yourself and you'll pay for your plates by the weight. It is really cheap, the food is good, all vegetarian and vegan, and you don't have to wait to be served, so overall just a really convenient place. It is also a health food store where I found raw vegan bars to bring home. Obviously I had to find myself a dessert, and I chose to try the pastry you can find anywhere on the streets here. It's called something like Trednik. This sweet pastry is made out of dough twisted around a metallic roller and dipped in sugar and cinnamon. The roller is then put over fire until the dough is baked. The melting sugar creates a sort of crunchy caramel crust, and it is served hot. I chose to have it with chocolate inside, which wasn't the easiest thing to eat, but definitely worth it. If you're planning on going shopping, the avenue in front of the National Museum has everything you need. I stumbled upon a huge bookshop there called the Palace of Books, and I just had to check it out. Most of the books are in Czech, obviously, but I found it quite interesting seeing popular book covers and famous names translated to Czech. The huge Hamley's toy store is also interesting to check out. It has a carousel right in the middle and lots of kids' activities. For something more typical, you'll find this cute little market in the center of the city. It's open all day every day and you'll be able to find cheap souvenirs. I ended my day on top of the Petrin Park at a spot called Panamaria, and the view was not disappointing at all. It is stunning. I could stay here all day watching the light change over the city, and there is nobody there, no tourists, which makes it even more peaceful and enjoyable. Favorite coffee shop ever in Prague, and it's called Café Fin. I had a coconut rice porridge for breakfast, which was so yummy and Instagrammable. The coffee is very good as well, service very fast, and the decoration of the place is lovely, with a mix of designer chairs and lamps and Vietnamese touches like the masks and cups. Indeed, this place's owner is Czecho-Vietnamese, so you can enjoy dishes that are a mix between Vietnamese and Czech cuisine. It is very popular among locals here and always very busy. It's located in the neighborhood called Žižkov, which has lots of nice restaurants and coffee places. There's also a farmer's market in the morning where you can enjoy local dishes. I also stopped for a tea in a very modern place called The Miners. Lunch still in the same area at a vegetarian and vegan raw food restaurant called the Happy Bean. I started my last day here with a walk to the top of Letna Park, which also has amazing views over the Vltava River and the bridges of Prague. Close to the castle, there's a vegan restaurant which I absolutely had to check out. I recommend booking in advance if you want to eat on the terrace with this amazing view. The menu had Czech and international dishes on, which was perfect. I had a vegan Czech dish, which was really good. Prague surprised me in many ways. I found it so beautiful, and this was definitely one of my favorite trips I've done so far this year. I hope this little sneak peek made you want to actually travel to Prague. It is definitely a city worth coming to discover.